So you found the perfect fabric for the perfect pattern, and it has buttons up the front of it. And you're so excited to find some beautiful buttons for this project. So you go to the store, but you can't find any buttons that match. The blue's not right, the red's not right, the shape is all wrong. You cannot find buttons. You've even checked your stash at home, but nothing's quite the right color. So what are you going to do? Well, there's a really easy solution that most people don't even think about. You can create covered buttons. And you're probably wondering, what are covered buttons? They are buttons covered in fabric. So you can create a button that matches your project out of the exact same fabric, or you could get a contrasting fabric as well. So today we're gonna go over how to create a covered button. It's really simple. So even if you're a beginner, you can totally do this. The first thing you need to do is get a covered button kit. That's right, you can buy blank buttons to cover. I'll put a link down below with some options of places and where to get them. And covered buttons come in all different shapes and sizes, so you can find the perfect one for your project. To make a covered button, you're going to need the two pieces of the covered button. There is a top piece, and then there's a piece that goes on the back. They're basically going to end up kind of snapping together around the fabric. You're also going to need a small piece of fabric. A lot of the kits come with little templates for these, but also you can just cut out a little piece of fabric bigger than your button. So you need extra on the sides to wrap it around. So I'm just going to cut this piece of fabric a little bigger here than my button. I usually like to leave about a 1/2 inch all the way around it. So you can see there, I've got the extra all the way around my button. And I'm gonna show you my favorite way to do this today. So you're also going to need a hand sewing needle. A lot of the kits will just tell you to fold over your fabric and tuck it into the inside, but in my experience, it doesn't work very well. So I've got a nice tip for you. So what we're going to do to make this work better is we're going to just do a running stitch all the way around the square here. So I've put a knot at the end of my thread, and now we're just going to take our needle and go back and forth, up and down through the fabric here, maybe like every 1/8 of an inch, every 1/4 of an inch, something like that. So about an 1/8 of an inch away from the edge of the fabric. And then we're just going up and down, up and down, up and down. So now I have completely went around my entire little square here with the running stitch. So you can see that going all the way around. Before I go any further, I'm going to cut off the corners on my little square here, just so they don't get stuck in the top of my button later. So just trimmed it up a little bit. Now I'm going to take the right side of the button and put it face down on the fabric. And now what we're going to do is scrunch up the fabric around the button. So I'm going to pull my basting thread. I'm going to hold the button too. And then look at that. Our fabric scrunched right up around the button. And now getting it to tuck to the inside is really easy because we're controlling it with that running stitch that we just put in there. Now that we have the fabric scrunched around the back of the covered button, we're going to take the other piece. There are two sides to them, so make sure you are putting the right side down. So we're gonna take this side here and put it down. So we got a little metal piece here too, so it's like a little puzzle. So we're gonna take it, and now all we need to do is push it. So you are just gonna squeeze it with your fingers. You're gonna hear it snap. And now we're going to cut our extra thread that we had there. And we're done. We've got a covered button. How cool is that? And here's a dress that I use the covered buttons on. This dress is a part of my sewing club. And I just couldn't find the right color blue button for this dress. So naturally, I gravitated towards some covered buttons. And it's gorgeous. I love it. They match perfect. And if you think this dress is cute, make sure you check out my online sewing club where you can download the sewing pattern and you get all the lessons for creating it. And I also have other courses online and in person. So check out all the links down below in the description. I'd love to know what you think of covered buttons. Do you currently use them? Are you going to give them a try after seeing this video? What kind of project might you put them on? Leave it down below in the comments. I would also love to know what other videos you'd like to see. So leave that down below in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching Sew Anastasia today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when all the other tutorials come out. And if you're not yet a subscriber, well, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for watching today. These videos are for you guys. And if you want to know what's going on in the studio today, right now, make sure you check out my Instagram stories. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!